So today I'm going to do an in-depth comparison of all four sizes of the 12-in-1 multifunctional fidgets from layerlabs. So these are all 3D printed, and I have all four sizes. But some people may be curious as to which ones are the best and which ones to get. So I'm going to do an in-depth comparison between all four sizes. This is going to be a little bit of a long video / recording, but if you're interested, then please stick around. So, here are the four sizes. We've got the small one. This is the original size, and this is the first one I ever got. Then we've got the medium, which is slightly bigger. Then we've got the large, which is bigger again. Then we've got the extra large, or XL, which is my favorite out of all of them. These are all blue, because I picked blue for all of these. So yeah, we're going to compare them. I'm going to start, and I'm trying to get them to sit up on top of each other. It's not working out so well. 1 second. Alright, so I'm going to start with the small one. I'm going to go through all the features on all four sizes, and then we're going to compare them feature to feature to see the different sounds, how the resistance is, and the tactile feedback. So, starting with the small one, we've got the 3 wheels. So, the loudest wheel, the second loudest, the quietest. Then we've got the 3 joysticks. One is bigger than the other. So we have a big one, a medium one, and a tiny one. They all move quite well. Then we've got 2 buttons and a slider. So this is the first button. It's on the side. And here's the slider, which is on the same side. And here's the second button, which is silent. Then, on the other side, we've got a flicker, a switch, and on the bottom, a gyro. So, as you can tell by the sound, this 12-in-1 is very low in resistance. There's no pushback. You literally can just flick and turn everything. So yeah, it's cool, but it doesn't have much resistance, or tactile feedback, or as much noise as the others. So if you're a noisy fidgeter, this may not be the best size for you. Let's move on. Let me just get the medium one. This is the medium one, which is slightly better. We've got the 3 wheels. Here's the loudest wheel. A lot more resistance. The second loudest. And the quietest. The 3 joysticks. Pretty good. The 2 buttons and a slider. Here's the button on the side. Love the resistance for this. Here's the second button, which is silent. And the slider. Good resistance. Then we've got the flicker. Has a tiny little bit more resistance than the small flicker, but still not fully. Then we have a switch, which has a lot more resistance than the small one. And we have a gyro. Spins a lot more freely as well. So that's the medium one. Then we have the big one, or large. So we have the big wheel, the second loudest wheel, and the quietest wheel. The 2 buttons and a slider. So here's the button on the side. A lot more resistance. I love it. Here's the quiet button. And here's the slider. Very good. The 3 joysticks move really well. The flicker, a bit more resistance again. And the switch, very good resistance. And the gyro, pretty good. And my favorite, XL. This is huge, by the way. So we're going to start with the wheels again. This is the loudest. Very loud, I love it. The second loudest of the wheels. This one's very hard to turn, but I like it. And the quietest wheel, which is still pretty loud. The 2 buttons and a slider, so we have this button. The only thing I don't like about this button is it doesn't click, but it's fine. It's a good push. It's a good test for your hands. Then we have the other silent button. Oh. And then we've got the slider, which I really love. Then we've got the 3 joysticks. Here's the biggest one. It's huge. The medium and the tiny. Move really well. The flicker and the switch. This one has the most resistance. And the gyro, which spins pretty well. Now I'm going to take all 4. Where's the small one? Where did I put it? Hang on, 1 second, I've lost it. Okay, I found it. So we're going to start with the first wheel. Wheel on the small one, loudest. Wheel on the medium one, loudest. Wheel on the large one, loudest. Wheel on the extra large, loudest. Second loudest wheel on the small one. Second loudest wheel on the medium one. Second loudest wheel on the large. Second loudest wheel on the extra large. Quietest wheel on the small one. Quietest wheel on the medium one. quietest wheel on the large one. Quietest wheel on the extra large. Now we're going to move on to the 3 joysticks. I'm just going to do them all in one sitting for each size. 3 joysticks on the smallest one, large, medium, small. 3 joysticks on the medium one, large, medium, small. 3 joysticks on the large, medium, small. 3 joysticks on the extra large, XL, large, medium, small. Now I'm going to do the 2 sliders, and a button. I'm going to do them all in one sitting again because they're just buttons and sliders. And for each size. So, loud and quiet button on the small one. Oh, I'm holding it upside down. Let's try that again. Loud and quiet button on the small one. Slider on the small one. Loud and quiet button on the medium one. Slider on the medium one. Loud and quiet button on the big one. And the slider on the big one. Loud and quiet, well, the buttons on these are both quiet, but it's fine. Loud and both buttons on the extra large one plus the slider. Here's the buttons. And here's the slider, which is great. Alright, now we're going to move on to both switches on each size. Flicker and switch on the small one. Here's the flicker. Here's the switch. Here's the gyro. Flicker and switch flicker and switch and gyro on the medium one. Here's the flicker. Here's the switch. Here's the gyro. Flicker, switch, and gyro on the large. Here's the flicker. Here's the switch. And here's the gyro. Flicker, switch, and gyro on the XL. Here's the flicker. Here's the switch. And here is the gyro. So that is everything on all 4 sizes of the 12-in-1. The sounds may not have come out different volumes for each one, but I assure you the extra large one is the loudest. then big, then medium, and then small, as they should be. But I really hope you enjoyed this comparison, and I will see you in the next recording or video. Bye!